Good morning and welcome to the HR TailorMade live series, Conversations with Consultants. I'm your host, Dr. Tiffany Slater, and I'm the CEO of HR TailorMade, the HR solution for small businesses. With these conversations, we'll be able to provide you with information and resources that you need to lift the weight off of your shoulders and get back to doing the work that you enjoy and spending more time enjoying and experiencing joy in your life and creating joy for others. And so, my guest today can definitely relate and will share information about how we can better manage our health while building our empires. I am so excited to welcome lifestyle concierge Melissa Lewis, the owner of the Majestic Group. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning, Tiffany.
Well, how are you today?
Wonderful.
Well,
Wonderful.
good.
Wonderful.
And so, everybody, I want you to know that before we went live, Melissa and I were just sharing how really where she is and what she's doing, which is all about this show. And it's all about self care and making sure that you find time in your busy schedule. So, Melissa, let's jump right in. Tell us about the Majestic Group and how you got started.
So, the Majestic Group is a lifestyle concierge business where to do live. We want to help you with all the things that you find that you have to handle and you don't. You really don't have to do all the things. And so we want to be there to support you and find solutions for you to be able to focus on the things you love,
Mhm.
focus on your area of genius, and really get those things done that you don't have time to do. It's only so many hours in the day.
Right.
And why not get support? Why not outsource some of the things that you don't have time to do?
I love that. And so, well, Melissa, tell me, how did you get your business? What made you start your business?
Well, my business started, well, the seed was planted years ago.
Mhm.
Um, and I really wanted to help people find time in their busy schedule to get all the things done. So I am, by profession, a physical therapist assistant. And I did a lot of years in the home care sector.
Mhm.
And I found that there was a gap where people were not getting all their needs met. Yes, we were doing everything from a clinical standpoint, but my clients were really struggling when we left, and
Yeah.
how were they going to get those things from day to day done, even
Mhm.
those that if they had help, the people that were caring for them, they still had their own lives, and they were
Mhm.
trying to figure out how to manage their life and the life of the one that they were trying to take care of. So that's kind of how it was born. I wanted to make sure that people could still have their lifestyle that they had built, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't be impacted if an illness came up or certain
Mhm.
situations in their life happened, that things would continue to go on.
Got it. Okay. So, Melissa, how does the Majestic Group give people more time to focus on their business? Because
Well,
most of the people that follow me are business owners, and I am wanting to make sure that all of us are able to live healthy lifestyles.
well, starting a small business, like you said, is and being in your business is very time consuming, but you still have a life. And I think sometimes we get caught up in doing our having our life based around our business, which your business should really be based around your life. And you shouldn't have those things go unmet to help take care of your family, to take care of yourself, especially
Yeah.
your self care. And those are the things that you shouldn't have to worry about. And I think that the Majestic Group gives you the permission to outsource those things that may be on your mind when you're operating in your area of genius. But when you're thinking about those things, it's costing you time, money, and energy. So
Yeah.
why not outsource it?
Yes.
Why not outsource some of those errands that you have to run that are on a weekly basis? Why
Mhm.
not try to outsource things like organizing to keep you, yourself organized? That costs you
Mhm.
time and money when you're not organized.
It does.
Um, and so that's what the Majestic Group is really about. We want to be able to provide solutions to you in those areas of your life, whether it's in your small business or in your personal life.
Okay. So, how does a lifestyle concierge help small business owners?
So what we do is we can help you with a multitude of things. There's errands that you also have to run inside your small business, whether that's a drop-off pickup service. Is that background noise bothering you? Can you hear that? I'm
It's not
sorry.
bothering me, but we can
Okay, you can
definitely
hear it.
hear it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm on the lake and it's nice.
Yes.
So there may be errands that you have to run and you can't get away from your computer. You can't you have meetings booked throughout the day and those things still have to be handled in order for you to
Mhm.
run your business. So it could be going to the post office, drop off pickup service for gifts that you may want to buy for your clients. There
Mhm.
may be a event that you may want to prepare for your clients or your employees, and you have to have things. You have to be able to do those things, but you can't be everywhere. So you need to
Right.
outsource and hire a person like myself so I can get those things done.
I love it. So, Melissa, what's the difference between the services that you offer and an administrative assistant?
Well, I don't do any administrative tasks. I do organizing, but not any administrative tasks. So I'm not a virtual assistant. I don't do anything for as computer IT systems and things like that. But I do. There are systems that you can put in place in your business from a perspective of, like I said, organizing your files, making sure you know where things are. Because if you don't know where things are, it can cost time and money. So
Absolutely.
things that I put in place. And I also offer packages and membership packages.
Hmm.
So you can hire me on a monthly basis to make sure all those things that you need to run around and do that you don't have time to do are done and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So first of all, let me back up a little bit. So
Okay.
one of the things that I think is important for everyone to know is that you are not at home. You are on vacation having this
I
call with
am.
me.
I am.
So your internet could be spotty and the background
Yes.
noise you
And I
can't.
apologize for that.
That's okay. You can't control that because
Right.
you can't control the things that happen on the lake when you're on
Right.
vacation, right?
Right.
It just
Right.
happens. Things
Right.
happen. So it's all good. But I think that's really important that people know that we, as busy professionals, still
Mm-hmm.
have to find time to step away and take a vacation. And if you have to jump on a Facebook Live, sometimes it just kind of is what it is,
It
right?
is what it is. It is what it
Yes.
is.
But when you jump off of here, this little 30-minute conversation is probably all the work that you're doing this entire week.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. So I appreciate you allowing us to intrude on your vacation by having this conversation with us. So thank
Oh, I
you.
wouldn't have missed it.
Well,
Thank you.
good.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. So Melissa, what type of success can your clients expect to experience with you?
You know what? My whole goal is to be able to give people time back in their busy schedules to spend with the people that they love and on
Yeah.
the things that they like to do. I think that's the balance and the harmony that we need to have in business and in our lives. Because if you don't have that, you're operating out of order.
Yeah.
You're not in an alignment with your goals and values,
Mhm.
and you can't show up as the person that or mother or wife,
Mhm.
daughter.
Yeah.
You can't show up fully how you really want to show up when you are always thinking about all the things that you have to juggle.
Yes. I love
Mhm.
that. I love that. And so, what are some of the things that you would encourage business owners to do to make sure that they themselves are even starting the journey of being more organized and getting the help that they need so that they can be more productive?
I think that you need to actually really be honest with yourself and say what is it that I'm not good at? And
Yeah.
you and I talk about that because we're business besties.
Right.
What things am I not good at? And what
Yes.
things are causing me the stress and overwhelm where I can't really focus on what I really need to be focusing on? So, if organizing, for example, is your issue, you need to figure out what you need, what you
Mhm.
don't need, and the things that you don't need, you need to get rid of those things or
Mhm.
get assistance to help you to be able to put those things in place where you're not overwhelmed trying to find those things very quickly.
Yes. I love that. I think what's most important about that is that's one of the reasons why I started this live series is because
Mm-hmm.
as I started my journey, being an entrepreneur, one of the things that we all, for the most part, what we all do is try to wear every single hat in the business.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be the bookkeeper and the CFO and the HR person and the virtual assistant and the technology director and the marketing
Yes.
manager, all of those things.
Right.
And it's not effective because
Yes.
what could take 20 minutes for an expert in some of those areas would likely take me about 2 hours because I'm having to research how to do it and
Absolutely.
figure it out. So I agree with you, Melissa. It is very important that we find what we're good at and stick to that, and then find other people to supplement in the areas where we are not good at. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yes. So what about, so tell me, so one of the things that I know about you is that you travel a lot. How do you do that and balance your business?
Well, you know what? I was very intentional in the beginning because, I've been a stay-at-home mom for a long time. So I've had to wear a lot of hats. I did not have a village because we were traveling around. I've lived in 5 different states, including St. Louis. And you have to be very intentional about, Tiffany, tell me the question.
Say that
This
again.
thing is really.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Repeat the question.
Okay.
Sorry, this is very distracting, and I apologize.
That is okay. You can't help it. So my question is, how do you, I know you travel a lot.
Yes.
How do you do that, maintain your peace and sanity in traveling along with managing your business?
Well, you know what? So now I know what you're saying. I was very intentional when I built this business. I wanted to be able to build a business around my lifestyle. This has been my lifestyle for a very long time. And I was not going to build a business that was going to take me away from this.
Yes.
So
okay.
Whatever doesn't if it operates outside of what I want and for my lifestyle, that's not for me.
Okay. So so what advice would you give to a business owner like me?
Like yourself.
How do you make sure that you put vacations on your calendar and actually take them?
Schedule them. Schedule it and do it. Schedule it and do it. Even if you have to take the business along with you. And I think you've done a very good job of that, of making things virtual.
Yeah.
And that's how the world is operating now. And I think that it should be a non-negotiable for you because you have to be able to restore and reset so you can show up for your clients.
Yes.
So I think even if you're working, you need to schedule time. We schedule time for everything else. You need to schedule time for your vacation and your self-care.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know. And here I am every Thursday morning talking about be kind to yourself and, taking time for yourself and all of that. And it is important. And it's still very difficult because one of the things that is true for me is I truly love what I do. I enjoy it.
Yes.
Yet I still know that at some point I'll hit a wall and I'll get exhausted to the point where I have nothing for anybody. So that's not
absolutely.
A good one. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's one of the missions that I have to my goals and vision. I don't want anybody pouring from an empty cup. I've been there.
Yes.
And when you pour from an empty cup, first of all, you have to be able to show up for yourself.
Yes.
And you want to show up for your family. So it's very important to plan vacation, even if it's for a small stint. It could be a 2 or 3 day vacation, but make sure you schedule it. And I found that if I put it on my schedule, it'll happen.
Yeah. Well, I put it on my schedule, but I schedule right on top of it. It's crazy. I know. I realize that I need to work on me.
But you know what? You love serving people just like I do. So it's kind of hard to back away.
Yeah, you're frozen. Oh my goodness. You're really frozen now. Well, anyway, I think Melissa was saying that because we love people, it's really hard not to serve them in a way that we would like. And so I agree with her, and I really appreciate her taking the time to be with us this morning. And as I stated at the top of the hour, she is on vacation. Therefore, the connection is really spotty because she's on a lake. So I appreciate her time, and I thank you all for joining us. I enjoyed chatting with Melissa, and I thank you all so much for watching. I am Dr. Tiffany Slater of HR TailorMade. the HR solution for small businesses. If you are ready to get the HR help that you deserve and that your team needs, be sure to schedule a 30-minute strategy session at hrtailormade.com today. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to get an alert every time that we go live for the next episode. And in the next episode, we're going to be talking to Coach Melody. She's the owner of Unwrap You, and we're going to be talking about how she helps organizations create healthy environments. So until next time, my friends, be kind to yourself, and thanks so much for joining us.